At Woke Seneca, I seen your post about African Americans are pretendians, as you claim. I'm not trying to do what everyone else is doing recently. I have seen that there were some threats, and I'm just here to make a statement. I'm not here to try and do what they are doing. But that statement is in regards to what you're saying about black people in general. You stated that African Americans, black people, are privileged. They are not privileged. I don't know why y'all are saying that they are privileged. This photo that I'm going to show you is in regards to something that I seen in a book about a king, I believe the King of Spain. He was talking to a commissioner during that time, and this was about what they were saying towards the natives. So this talk that you have against us is ridiculous. So that photo is from a book about Native Indians, about Black Indians, and that book was written by someone who studied Native. He knew one of the guys. He did a play about Black Indians, and he comes from a Native tribe. And also inside those books, inside that book as well, a few of them are interpreters that were amongst natives inside their tribes. So they were documenting everything down that time. A few of them were converted into natives because they hung around them so well. They spoke their language. They did everything with them that the chief gave them a name and claimed that they are native because he chose to stick with them instead of going back to the Europeans. So that is actually in the book. There's actually information about that if you were to look it up, if you were to find out who they are. Also, Woksumika, you keep mentioning African Americans. I know you're trying to use present tense, but you were talking about them not being natives. Now, our people of color, we fought for it. Our ancestors, they fought for it. They weren't just given protected rights, they fought for it. Without us, without our ancestors, the people of color, there would be no rights. There would not be anyone being able to do anything. So you have to understand that we were not given rights, we fought for them. We literally had to take a stand. They had to do what they needed to do to make sure that their children and grandchildren and people with them, brothers and sisters, their moms and dads, etc., had those rights because nobody was giving it to them. We had nobody to rely on. So it's not we had protected rights. We are the background of United States. We practically created everything of the United States. Just about, including back then during slavery. They were forcing the slaves to build the houses. So what is it that you're really trying to state? Because without us, there wouldn't be a constitution. The first 3 amendments of the Constitution was towards African Americans, literally, before they amended, if you know what that means. They amended to where it was towards everyone else. So, and I'm going to show that on here as well. in your video, you also keep mentioning light skins and dark, which is Africans and natives. So you need to understand that during that time, they would literally look for the light-skinned Indians and the dark-skinned Indians, and they would look for the light-skinned Africans and dark-skinned Africans. The ones that were light on both sides, they would try to hire them to hunt down the dark skins on both sides. So they would pay the Indians, or they would trade something with them to see if they would either slave hunt the Africans or hunt them to try and kill them. Vice versa, they would pay the Africans, the free ones, to come work with them. They would hire them and give them guns to go down there to either try and hunt them for slavery or to kill them. And that's going to show up on here. If only you knew the truth, which obviously you don't know the truth. I wish you did know the truth, because you would know that everything of what you're saying is nowhere even close to being the truth. Especially that privilege BS. That you sound like the groups that were with, what's his name, Kirk, Charlie. You sound like them, MAGA. You sound like all of them. And that's honestly true. You sound just like them. You're stating that we have more rights, that we're protected. How? How do we have more rights? There's people still being gunned down, being arrested. There's videos of people who served 30 years, African Americans, 30 years in prison for a crime they did not commit. It took them 30 years to review it and then to find out somebody else was there. How is that privileged? Where's your proof of privilege?